My child, come closer to a place of stillness for a moment. Not the kind of silence that feels empty, but the kind that feels full, grounded, and real. Because what you have been reading and feeling carries emotion, intensity, and a deep longing for change. But now, what you need is clarity, clear, steady, honest truth that helps you move forward in a way that actually improves your life. Let us talk about this idea of a new home address again, but this time in a way that truly serves you, not in a way that pulls you into confusion, not in a way that makes you wait for something invisible, but in a way that gives you control, because your life is not something hidden from you. It is something you are actively living and shaping. My child, when you hear phrases like God is giving you a new home, what your heart is really responding to is a very real need. The need for peace, for safety, for emotional stability, for a place where you can finally relax and feel secure. That need is not imaginary. It is deeply human. It means you are aware that something in your current situation is not fully right. Maybe your environment feels heavy. Maybe there is stress in your home. Maybe the people around you drain your energy. Maybe you feel like you cannot truly be yourself where you are. These are real signals, but they are not signals that something magical is about to appear. They are signals that something needs to change, and that change begins with you. My child, a real new home is not delivered suddenly. It is created step by step. And yes, sometimes opportunities come unexpectedly, but even then, they come through real channels. People you know, jobs, finances, planning, timing, not through mysterious messages telling you everything is already done. Because if you believe everything is already arranged, you may stop taking action. And that is where people get stuck. You are not meant to wait. You are meant to move. Now listen carefully, because this is important. You may feel tired. You may feel like you've already struggled enough. You may wish something would just change overnight. That feeling is valid, but real change, the kind that lasts, comes from stability, not sudden emotional highs, from clear decisions, not pressure, from effort, not illusion. And you are capable of that. You are not powerless. You are not dependent on something hidden. You have the ability to improve your situation, even if it feels slow, even if it feels difficult. Every step matters. My child, ask yourself honestly, what does your new home really look like? Not in fantasy, but in reality. Is it quieter, safer, cleaner, more independent, closer to work or opportunity, free from certain people or conflicts? These are real, practical things. And once you define them clearly, you can begin moving toward them. That is how transformation works, not by waiting, but by building. Now let's break this down in a way that actually helps you. If you want a better place to live, you can start with small, real steps. First, understand your current situation. What exactly is making you uncomfortable? Is it noise, conflict, lack of privacy, financial pressure? Identify it clearly, because you cannot change what you don't understand. Second, think about what you want instead. Be specific, not just peace. But what does peace look like for you? A separate room? A different neighborhood? Living with fewer people? Having your own space? Clarity creates direction. Third, look at your resources: money, skills, support system. Can you save? Can you earn more? Can you learn something that improves your income? This is not about perfection, it's about progress. Fourth, make a plan, even a simple one. How much do you need? How long will it take? What steps can you take this month? When you plan, things stop feeling impossible. They become manageable. Fifth, take action, even small action. Looking at rental options, talking to someone you trust, researching opportunities. Every step builds momentum. My child, this is how real change happens. Quietly, gradually, but powerfully. Now, I want to address something else that matters deeply. You've been reading messages that say, you're safe. Nothing will go wrong. Everything is already prepared. These statements sound comforting, but they can become dangerous if they make you ignore reality, because life requires awareness. You're safest when you stay alert. You move forward when you think clearly. You protect yourself by making smart decisions, not by assuming everything will automatically work out. Hope is good, but hope must be combined with action. Faith, if you hold it, should strengthen your decisions, not replace them. My child, you deserve peace. But peace is not something that suddenly surrounds you without effort. Peace is something you build by choosing better environments, by setting boundaries, by making decisions that protect your well-being, by walking away from what harms you, by moving toward what supports you. This is your real power, and no one can take it away from you. Now take a moment and think again. What is one small step you can take this week toward a better environment? Just one, not 10, not something overwhelming, something realistic, because progress is built one step at a time. And once you take that step, something shifts inside you. You stop feeling stuck. You start feeling in control. That is the beginning of your new chapter, not a sudden miracle, but a real transformation. My child, your life is not hidden behind secrets. It is right in front of you, and you have the ability to shape it. You are not behind. You are not missing anything. You are simply at a point where awareness is turning into action, and that is a powerful place to be. So let go of the pressure. Let go of the idea that something must happen immediately. Let go of the fear that you will miss something if you don't act instantly. You are not running out of time. You are just beginning to see clearly, and clarity is what leads to real change. Your new home is not something waiting in the shadows. It is something you are moving toward, step by step, with intention, with awareness, with effort, and with strength, because you are capable, more capable than you may realize. So stand firm in reality, think clearly, act wisely, and trust in your ability to build a life that actually feels like home. That is where your real peace lives, and that is something real, something stable, something you can truly rely on.